There comes a time in life when everything slows down. Not because you chose it, but because life forced it. A time when the noise disappears, the distractions fade, and all you're left with is yourself. And in that silence, you hear things you've been avoiding for years. Doubts, fears, regrets. And suddenly, life doesn't feel the same anymore. This is what I call your hardest chapter. Not the one where everything goes wrong on the outside, but the one where everything starts breaking on the inside. Because let's be honest, it's not failure that hurts the most. It's not rejection that breaks you. It's not even loss that shakes your world. It's the feeling that you're losing yourself. You wake up one day, and you don't recognize who you've become. The confidence you once had, gone. The clarity you once felt, blurred. The dreams that once excited you, now feel distant. And in that moment, you start asking questions. Why me? Why now? What did I do to deserve this? But here's the truth nobody tells you. Your hardest chapter doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to introduce you to a version of yourself you've never met before. Because hidden inside this pain is power. Hidden inside this struggle is strength. Hidden inside this chaos is clarity. But you won't see it right away. Because when you're in the middle of the storm, all you can feel is the rain. And it's heavy. It's overwhelming. It feels endless. Some days, you try your best. But your best doesn't feel enough. Some nights, you lie awake, thinking about everything that went wrong. You replay conversations. You revisit mistakes. You question every decision. And slowly, you begin to doubt yourself. But listen carefully. This is where most people quit. This is where most people give up on their dreams, their goals, their potential. Not because they're not capable, but because the pain became louder than their purpose. Don't let that be your story. Because this chapter, this exact moment in your life, is where your transformation begins. You see, growth is not comfortable. Becoming stronger is not easy. Evolving into your best self requires breaking the old version of you. And breaking hurts. It hurts to let go of who you used to be. It hurts to release habits that once felt safe. It hurts to walk away from people who no longer align with your future. But what hurts more is staying the same. Staying stuck. Staying afraid. Staying in a life that no longer fulfills you. So yes, this chapter is painful. But it's necessary. Because you cannot step into a new life with an old mindset. You cannot become stronger without facing resistance. You cannot build confidence without overcoming fear. And you cannot create a powerful story without going through a difficult chapter. Every great story has a breaking point. Every hero faces a moment where they feel like giving up, where the odds are against them, where the future feels uncertain. But what separates them is one decision. They keep going. Not because it's easy, not because they're not scared, but because they understand something powerful. This moment is temporary, but the person I become from it is permanent. And that changes everything. Because now, pain is no longer something to avoid. It becomes something to grow from. Failure is no longer something to fear. It becomes something to learn from. Struggle is no longer something to escape. It becomes something to embrace. And that shift, that one shift in perspective, is what turns ordinary people into unstoppable individuals. Right now, you might not see the full picture. You might not understand why things are happening the way they are. You might feel like life is working against you. But one day, you'll look back at this exact moment, and everything will make sense. You'll realize that the delays were protecting you. The failures were redirecting you. The pain was preparing you. And the version of you that comes out of this chapter will be stronger than anything you've ever imagined. Because strength is not built in comfort zones. It's built in moments like this. Moments where you have every reason to quit, but you choose to continue. Moments where you feel broken, but you keep showing up. Moments where you doubt yourself, but you still take the next step. That's where strength is born. So if you're struggling right now, if life feels heavy, if everything seems uncertain, good. Because that means you're in the middle of your transformation. And transformation is never easy, but it's always worth it. So don't rush this chapter. Don't try to skip it. Don't numb it or ignore it. Go through it. Feel it. Learn from it. Because this chapter is shaping you into someone extraordinary. And one day, when you've made it through, when you've overcome the obstacles, when you've built a life you're proud of, you'll tell your story. And people will listen. They'll hear about your struggles, your failures, your darkest moments. And instead of seeing weakness, they'll see strength. Instead of seeing pain, they'll see power. Instead of seeing defeat, they'll see resilience. And your story will inspire them to keep going. But that only happens if you don't quit. So promise yourself something today. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many times you fall, you will not give up. Because your story is still being written. And the most powerful part is yet to come. So keep going. Keep fighting. Keep believing. Because your hardest chapter will become your strongest story.